Alright, so there was another big thing with the Holy See. The peace doctrine. So the peace doctrine was a doctrine that a lot of countries in Urigan signed in order to make it to where the Holy See acts as a mediator and not as its own entity. You see, a lot of the orders in the Holy See don't actually have people around the clock in them. They just kind of call them when it's time for them to be used in some way. And these people get benefits like maybe a little bit of cash every little while. Maybe they can get discounts somewhere, and maybe they just get subsidized aid. A lot of that is paid by these other countries. This actually started with King Leon of Siblis. You see, him and King Attius, the two kings of Siblis, realized that there was a big machine with the Holy See. A system that could unite people and possibly make it a military entity that could cause problems. And Leon was dealing with a rebellion every 5 minutes as it was, and he wasn't going to deal with a gigantic one from a Holy See, and maybe a guy who maybe thought of himself as a little more important than he should be. At least in Leon's opinion. Him and a bunch of the other monarchs that were now coming into play, as a lot of countries were forming in the second year, came to the realization that there was an opportunity with the Holy See. You ever wanted a functioning NATO? Not like this one does. But they all came to Pope Bernard and made an agreement. A bunch of the European/Iranian monarchs in Urigan came to Pope Bernard. And they said that they would fund the Holy See. Every little public project for aid, every military group, everything that the Holy See does, they would pay for it. Under an understanding, the Holy See would act not just as a sort of mediation system between a lot of these countries so that there isn't war and people dying left and right, but if it comes to the fact that there might be an outside entity that wants to declare war, like, oh no, I don't know, the gigantic Chinese empire next to them that doesn't exactly like some of them, the Holy See would jump in and mediate, and if it comes to it, they would go to war. You see, a lot of the people that work in the Holy See as crusaders come at a beck and call. If you don't answer the Holy See's call, you lose all of its benefits. You lose everything, every cash penny that you can get, and every, free lodging. Discounts, rides, food. There were a lot of benefits to working in, and you could lose that if you didn't listen. So the Holy See turned into a system, essentially the EU. But that's kind of the problem, as how big the Holy See was only added to the problems that would come from the Great War. Especially when Sultan Yusuf Ibn Italy assaulted the Pope and essentially fully kicked off the war. Subscribe for more, man.